airplane, Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself, churn, world serves its own needs, dummy serve your own needs, beat it up an ox, speak, grunt, no strength, the ladder starts to clatter with fear, fight down, high wire and a fire, representing 7 games in a government for hire and a combat site, left to west are coming in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck. Team my team reporters baffle Trump, tether crop, look at that, low plane, fine, then, overflow, population common food, but it'll do, save yourself, serve yourself, world serves its own needs, listen to your heart, bleed, dummy with the rapture and the reverend and the right, you patriotic, slam, fight, bright, light, feeling, pretty, side.
Hey everybody, Adam here. I want to make a video. I purchased some records about 2 days ago at my local record shop, and I got a lot of really good stuff, but I wasn't really planning on buying a lot because I just made a video where I showed 87 records and I thought that was plenty, but I had a hunch and my hunch was right. So the last time I was there, the owner of the record store said, you know, I recommend this record. It blew me away. It's exactly what I've been looking for, and it was basically right under my nose. Everybody in the VC knows who this band is, I'm sure. That band is Electric Light Orchestra, which I know a lot of you out there are probably thinking they're good, or maybe some people think they're terrible. I wouldn't blame you if you thought they were terrible, but I like them. So I was going to show you the ones that I picked up, all of which are in fairly good condition, and I'm really excited about it. There's other bands that I picked up in some of the other stacks that are in awesome condition that I couldn't leave them. I just couldn't leave them. The Electric Light Orchestra's first album. Haven't listened to this one yet. Haven't really listened to almost any of these, but did a little preview on a couple of them, and so far so good. So that's their first album. Electric Light Orchestra 2. Read some reviews on this one, and it sounded like it's going to be pretty par for the course. We got it on the third day. It was really cheap and in pretty good condition. The record I went there wanting to find, and I don't know what it is about the Wizard of Oz kind of albums that are out there. There seems to be kind of a lot with that kind of theme. This is the one that I had passed up on many a time and wanted to get it. And then look at that condition. It's beautiful. And I listened to this one. This, highly recommended. I'm sure everybody out there is looking at me like, duh, this has been around forever, but I just now gave it a real chance. Face the Music. It's always in awesome condition. The Jet label for all of the E.L.O. records is really cool. I really like that label. That always looks cool on your turntable. I got a New World record, and I haven't listened to this one yet, but I've seen this a billion times. I actually had a copy of this already. I didn't even know it. Got Discovery. This one's got a pretty cool album cover on it. Got it for like $1.99 a piece. I mean, I don't think that's unreasonable at all. The only one that it's kind of unreasonable on, which before I even listen to it, I don't want to listen to it. And just looking at it, I always see this, and I always go, ugh, I don't want that. But that one is not going to be fun to listen to at all, I have a feeling. This is the album for me. This record is absolutely incredible. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a breath of fresh air from everything that I've been listening to. And I've got a lot of really good stuff lately. But this record, Time, is the one that he recommended for me. It's just awesome. About time travel and things in the future, and not feeling comfortable in the future when he gets there because he can't come back. This is really good. Pick this up. Secret Messages. I thought that one looked cool. I'm not really happy about this kind of price tag. Like this one's not bad. This is the one my local record store puts on, the like orangish one. It's the big one that says the Record Exchange. Screw that place, dude. These are impossible to get off. I don't care. Everybody can send me messages saying like used Goo Gone and a blow dryer and everything else. I'm telling you, these are not coming off there without some like major damage, and it's so annoying. Ugh, my OCD kicks in and I'm like, I gotta get it off of there. But I'm not gonna be able to. I'm just gonna have to live with it and enjoy it as it is. The ugly child that I have. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I can pretty much guarantee that this is going to be some 80s ungodly on the verge of being cool because it's so lame, but it probably is not cool. But it was in good condition, and I had to have them all. Now I'm missing a couple. You know, I didn't even know their discography when I got there. I just grabbed anything that was E.L.O. I'm definitely missing some majors, but I did get this box set that's in kind of crappy condition, but it's a 3-record set. It's got a New World Order, Out of the Blue, and Discovery, and I didn't have Out of the Blue, so that kind of helped out. And that box set was only like $3.99, so I was like, I'll take it. I don't care about the box. I'll like put it in some kind of Blake sleeve or something and try and tape it back together. But mainly I just did it for the music because I couldn't find that one. Then I got some greatest hits because they were in the pile, and I figured, screw it. I don't mind greatest hits. They're okay. I know a lot of people are kind of anti-greatest hits, and I can understand that. I'm much more into having all the albums and stuff, but sometimes when I don't feel like expanding my mind and listening to new songs that I don't already know, it's always nice to put on a greatest hits, and then you don't have to put any thought into it. In some of the other piles at my local record store, he had some record. I couldn't believe like how good a condition they were. Like, this is like my 3rd copy of Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues. This is a beautiful album, but this is like perfect. The only thing that sucks about it is this chick. Let's see what her freaking name is. Jerk Daziano or something. Way to go with the label maker. Other than that, it's great. I found this one, Russ Ballard, which I didn't know who Russ Ballard was. Promotional copy. But I recognized the name and I was like, Russ Ballard, who is that? He's gonna have to have something to do with Kiss, because that's the only band that I like have spent years researching and stuff, and I can recognize names from random people. And in fact, he wrote Into the Night, which was on Ace Frehley's Comet record, and his version on his is called In the Night. And it's really good. I have no complaints about this at all. Picked up some Kraftwork. I'll always get it if I see it and it's cheap, which is pretty rare. But this is a crazy album. I'm not like fully versed in the Kraftwork and kind of new to it, but so far I've liked everything. This album is. I give up. This album is just weird, but good. Found a Styx, best of Styx. Not necessarily what I would consider the best of Styx, because this is one of those greatest hits that kind of stays in a certain time period, and this was Styx is not so good period, but great condition. And it's a fun listen. An absolute essential for pretty much anyone who's breathing. I got Bob Marley's Legend, and I know, there's a ton of Bob Marley out there to get. It's very hard to find by me. In my town, I don't see Bob Marley very often, and if I do, it's a reissue that's really expensive. So I got this one for pretty cheap, and I listen to this all the time. I've had this weird fascination with the Guess Who lately. Not really sure why. Never cared about them before, but recently I've really been listening to them a lot. Just kind of in the mood. Sometimes when I'm, far out there listening to things like Kraftwerk, sometimes I gotta get grounded again, and I feel like the Guess Who is completely a grounding style of music. I'm not very good at like the genres, saying they're classic, blah 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 blah. I don't really care. It just sounds very normal to me. That's what I like about it. Normal rock. I found an absolutely beautiful copy of Revolver. Probably a reissue, but I've been looking all over it, and I don't know. I didn't look it up yet to see beautiful copy of Revolver. Very excited to get that. I've been holding out to find it for kind of cheap. I finally did. He had a copy of this out, and you can see it's an import. And I thought, for the price, because it was marked down so low, I thought, I'll get it. Cool, man. I'll get something that it's like from Japan or whatever. Men at work. And I listened to it, and it's actually really good. I like this. I can handle this. As far as the style, new wave stuff. I dig it, though. This is good. Good, nice copy too. See a lot of people show that one. Every time somebody comes over to my house and I say, hey, why don't you pick a record to listen to, everybody invariably says, do you have any Hall & Notes? And I don't. I didn't have any Hall & Notes. And I had nothing against them. It's just getting annoying that all my friends want to listen to it. So I got this one because it has a couple more of their hits for my friends who don't feel like digging through psychedelic stuff. Got a King Crimson, and this is like the most immaculate record I've ever seen that was from 1984. But Three of a Perfect Pair, I've heard about this record, I've seen people show this, and I figured King Crimson, you can't really go wrong. At least I don't think you can. We'll find out. I'm just hanging out in my room and I'm like kind of bored and I just want to listen to something kind of on the intellectual side, I think, and more just laid back and whatever. I figured I should pick up some Steely Dan. I got their greatest hits because it's the only one I saw. I would be perfectly fine with picking up some of their studio albums, but that was just the first one I saw. And it was in awesome condition, so I figured, hey, they never had Miles Davis used, like, or played, ever. I found this one, Miles Davis Greatest Hits. Look at that guy. He's like, enough said. Been on a Beach Boys kick, as you can tell by my VC intro I did a couple videos back with the Beach Boys. It's Volume 2, and it was an awesome condition. I got the Clash, Combat Rock. I typically probably wouldn't get this album just because I'm just not that big of a Clash fan. I have like more than full respect for them. I think that they're like incredible, but it just, to me, it just never is. I don't know. Not a huge punk fan for some of the early stuff. I like it though, but I thought for like $2, I'm gonna get a mint copy of Combat Rock. That's a good one. Throw that on, like in the background. All right, you can never go wrong with Huey Lewis in the News. I saw this one, I thought, I'll get that. Look at that, such a cool dude. I love Huey. I've actually been listening to him on my iPod, like, every time I drive around lately, like for the last couple days. It's getting weird. Bought this because it just looked cool. I didn't know who they were. Lighthouse, One Fine Morning, and just looked crazy psychedelic. And look at that. Can't deny that doesn't look cool. And it was pretty good. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Maybe I should start rating these albums. That'd be totally interesting and see what other people rate these things. But look at that, man. I got a Relics, Pink Floyd Relics, in beautiful, beautiful condition. And I love that label, the Harvest label. It's beautiful. I'll always get AC/DC if I don't have it. And you can usually find it for a fairly good price. So, Who Made Who though? That's like my favorite AC/DC song, other than Money Talks. And lastly, I saw this in the pile, and I was really surprised. I never thought I would see this in just used bit of records, but an absolutely wonderful copy of White Light, White Heat by the Velvet Underground. And it always seems like whenever I'm listening to Lou Reed sing, I feel like I should be like paying attention, like extreme attention to every word and detail. I should be doing a contest here pretty soon. If I get to 150 subscribers, I'll have one, and let the other people in the VC know, like, I watch your stuff, I really enjoy it. I like it when people comment on the videos, and I try and comment on as many videos as I can. I usually watch these things when I'm like at lunch at work and stuff, so I only get like a half an hour, and then I think it's good to kind of show that like appreciation to the effort, because I've learned like so much about all this stuff. I mean, I'd probably say 40% of the records that I own right now, or that I've purchased recently, I would have never even thought about getting, a year ago. So I appreciate everybody's vast knowledge of music, and I'm very humbled. I always thought I was a pretty smart guy when it came to music, and it's kind of showing I'm probably the least knowledgeable person in the whole VC on what I'm talking, on what I have and what I'm talking about. I'm trying to change that, but I don't know. I like it. This is fun. So hope everybody's doing good out there. Good luck crate digging.